Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about European Polecats versus Ferrets. In UK we have ferrets and European Polecats kept as pets or as working animals. There are differences between them as well as many similarities. I have included photos and videos of my own European Polecat as well as friend of mine, Maddison. I will tell you what I have found through research, my own experiences with both species, and what Joy have observed with her two EU polecats. There is a short video of Joy talking about what she's finding positive and how challenging European polecats are, which are kept as pets. So let me start from saying that both ferrets and European polecats belong to a mustelid family. The European polecat can be found living in the wild in western Eurasia and North Morocco. The polecat is roughly the size of a ferret. The polecat is ancestor of domesticated ferret, but exactly where and when ferrets were domesticated is still not known for sure, and it seems that many sources state it was about 2,500 years ago. So let's first outline the differences and similarities between European polecats and ferrets. It can be difficult to determine which one is European polecat and which one is ferret if you look at both animals. If you look closely, there are some visual changes which helps to determine differences, but the only reliable way of telling polecats and ferrets apart is from close examination of the coat, skull and DNA. Polecats generally have larger heads and are bigger and more muscular, especially seen in the wild polecats. European polecats kept as pets may not have these features as prominent. The mask in polecats is wider and face is generally darker, which extends to the nose, and the nose itself is black or very dark brown in color. The mask of a ferret tends to be smaller, although this is not a rule. You will not see light patch of fur under the polecat throat or any other part of their body, which is common to be seen in ferrets. There is a difference in their scent as well. If not neutered, ferrets do smell, but polecats rank. So if you ever consider either of species, then ensure all are neutered, either surgically or chemically. This is for their health benefits as well. More about the need of neutering in ferrets in future videos. There are different opinions in regards to ferrets being a solitary or a social animal. I personally feel that ferret is a solitary animal, and we pet owners for our own pleasure force those to be social animals by making them live in a group. Yes, they do play with each other and sleep snuggled up, but I would never say that the ferrets must live with another for a company. We know for a fact that most of mustelid, this includes European polecat, prefer to lead a solitary life. Ferrets and polecats are carnivores. This means that they thrive on animal protein and fats. In the wild, they would eat small rodents, frogs, lizards, snakes, birds, eggs, insects, worms, and rabbits. As a good healthy treat, ferrets and European polecats enjoy cooked meat off the bone, raw egg once a week, salmon oil mix, sprats, insects and dry meat, either dehydrated or freeze-dried. The best diet is obviously balanced raw or whole prey. Animals need their daily exercise, they will reduce with age. Young polecats are extremely active, looking to cause mischief, and are rather naughty, but it's still very similar with ferrets, although these have lower energy levels. Both need stimulation, like playing with cat teaser toys, so they can chase it and put some of that energy. Other toys like balls of teddies to play fight with are good as well. My personal experience with our EU Jill is that she has been very skittish at first and quite bitey. She started to come around over time. She has chosen my husband as her human straight away, I can truly say that these both have a real bond. It has been said numerous times that European polecat tend to choose one human. She has now been with us over a year and was spayed last September. She has come down more since then. European polecats are known to be very fast, agile, and have a bite 5 times stronger than a ferret. Ewes are not for everyone, and they do require a lot of work, patience and rewards for good behavior. Some will be solitary all their life, and others, like Valkyria, will seek a companionship. I can say that she's stubborn, but will work well with rewards. She will mark her territory, which is quite annoying. She will use puppy pads or litter trays provided in the house most of the time, and is 100% litter trained in her cage. She plays with her teeth more than all of our ferrets do, but it's not like really hard bite. She seems to like cat teaser toys and love to snuggle up for a nap every now and then in our arms, which is cute. It seems that when she realized that we respect her, then she started to respect us. It is mutual, and she knows her boundaries. We know what we can or cannot allow her to do, and I believe that positive training is the way to go with any animal, including European polecats. I will show you now a video from Joy. I hope you will enjoy it.
This big chunk Ziggy is a polecat. He's 8 months old, and as much as I love him to pieces, he's the bane of my life because savage is not the rule. Ziggy's parents were born on a breed-to-release program, and he'd never been handled when he was born. So when I got him, I thought it was just a case of another ferret, basically. I got him and his sister, and I'll show you Petey in a minute. As you can see, he's nothing like a ferret. He's bigger, he's faster, his jaws are stronger, he's quite antisocial, although he's giving me kisses there. There'll be chumps coming shortly. And he really doesn't like being handled. He's quite anxious, and he gets himself quite worked up, and he basically, it's a bite fest. You can see by colour he's darker and he's quite stocky. He's going to be quite a big lad. He's 2.2 kilos in weight, and he's I mean, if you can see without him taking chunks out of this, which is quite possible, his head's a lot rounder compared to a normal ferret, and he's got smaller, rounder ears. Thank you for the kisses, that was nice. I'll show you his sister. This is Petey, this is Ziti's sister. They're both the same age. As you can see, Petey's a lot smaller, but she's still quite dark, and she's still got this sort of rounded face with the teddy bear ears, and obviously the white splash under her nose. This little girl is an absolute dream, completely the opposite to Ziti. I forgot to mention that Ziti's intact, so his hormones are running rampant at the moment. Petey has come into season and she's had the Jill jab, so she's quite happy. She nibbles, she mouths, but she's nowhere near as vicious as Ziti is. Ziti is horrifically vicious. She's quite sociable, she loves being handled, she likes being put on her tummy. She gets on great with my other animals. She's quite flighty, a little bit zippy and stuff, but she's overall, she's a little legend. I love her to pieces. And she obviously, again, never been handled, but given the time I've put in with her, and she's had no more time than Ziti's had. Unfortunately, Ziti's just not a happy chappy at all with being picked up and handled. I don't know if you can see, let me show you, she's got quite sharp teeth. I tend to find my pros and cons with the polecats compared to the ferrets. When the ferrets bite, they tend to bite or nibble, nip and let go. The polecats don't, they latch on and hold on, and it hurts immensely. Their jaws are a lot stronger than the ferrets. And I've found with these two, their diets are a lot better. They take a lot better to the raw than what the ferrets have had. I can put raw in front of these two and they'll quite happily take it, whereas sometimes the ferrets need a little bit of coaxing. But I love these. I love these two. I mean, for all Ziggy is hard work and extremely vicious, he's still the love of my life. And the more aggressive he is, the more determined I am that he's going to be lovely. As you can see, Petey's quite happy being handled. She loves cuddles. She's also just woken up, so she's a little bit sleepy. But she's starting to wake up. She's quite happy. And that's the ferret. Abby. This is Ravioli. He's my male ferret and he's been neutered. As you can see, Petey compared to Ravi is considerably smaller, but still quite big compared to him. Her ears are more rounded than what Ravi's are and kind of sit more on the top of her head rather than the side. They've still got the short stubby legs, but overall, Petey's chunkier than what Ravi is. And if I can get Ziti, you'll see the difference even more. Good girl, Petey. Clever girl. Good girl. If I can get Ziti without them attacking me. Now you can see the difference in size and stature compared to the two. Obviously Petey's quite big, and obviously he's territorial at the minute, so I'm not going to keep them together for too long. He's got the shorter, stubbier tail than what ferrets have got. Behaviour wise, I think for me it's been a huge learning curve with the polecats because I've found they're quite solitary compared to the ferrets. My ferrets are quite happy to sit with us and have a cuddle, get picked up, whereas Ziggy and Petey both are more want to be on their own and just do their own thing. They're not so fussed with, I've found that my two aren't so fussed with toys, it's more they want to play with each other. It's been a bit harder because obviously with Petey and Ziggy being brother and sister, and Ziggy coming into rut and Petey coming into season, I've had to separate them so they're not getting playtime together anymore, at least not until Ziggy gets neutered. But once he is neutered, then they'll all get put back together. I think probably the biggest thing for me is finding out that I thought I was taking on two ferrets and actually they're not, they're completely different. Aloof, I think, is a good way to describe it. They're quite used to their own space and their own, doing their own thing, and yeah, that's about it really.